What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 578 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 155 of Monday Night Fusion, live from Pontiac, Michigan, the fallout of Validation, guys. Exactly a week removed. And what an event it was indeed. But an action-packed card, as always, here for the, well, maybe former flagship show, because it was, at the end of the night, Genesis that stood tall as the superior brand, besting Fusion, finally, after 2 years, and NGW as well. But now, for the superstars of Monday Night Fusion, it is all about this Sunday, guys, the 31st of March, the second annual Sacrifice event, where we already have a huge main event set up. PJ Moon will challenge Andrew Briggs for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship and a no-holds-barred match. On top of that, we already know Willie Sullivan, Chris Sullivan, one-on-one, last man standing for the United States title, and Chris Sullivan actually returns to action for the first time in over a month tonight in preparation for that battle against his own brother. But starting things off, it is a rivalry that really reached a whole new height inside of the cross-brand elimination chamber at Validation. Hayden was locked in one of those pods, and only 2 minutes after being released into the match, guys, TZ Mass speared the A-lister through that bulletproof glass and eliminated him, and it looks like TZ Mass wants to get the jump on Hayden here for their one-on-one match. Ever since Hayden returned last month, TZ Mass and the Bullies of Virtue have been a thorn in his side. First, Brian Jacobson knocking him off because of an interference by TZ, and then in tag team action, Hayden was hoping to finally get an edge over the Bully, but it seems like Mass is having none of it now. Hayden trying to lure the Bully down into the ring. I guess this match is actually going to get underway. It's up to the referee, and there we go. Referee Tyson has rung the bell, guys. This match is going to happen, although our official just got taken out inadvertently. Hayden with the momentary upper hand, going to remove his shirt so that he can actually get into this one. But in those precious few seconds, the longest reigning NGW champion of all time, who made it to the final 3 of the chamber before being taken out himself, Braxton Sutter, the eventual winner. All over Hayden, like peanut butter on jelly. Going for his patented stunner, but Hayden knows it too well, able to counter. Pop-up punch of his own. We saw TZ Mass just hit that like a minute ago up on the ramp. Maybe going for the catchphrase. TZ Mass had it well scouted. In this week off since Validation, guys, the supplementary draft went out. We're going to see a lot of debuts tonight. Ooh, big boot, as we will on Genesis this Friday. Gonna go for the stunner again, and a second time, guys. Kitely is able to make sure he doesn't get hit with it. Both guys countering each other. Now Hayden gets busted open. Third reversal of the stunner. Even after that huge elbow to the back of the head. Hip toss by the A-lister, who hoped that by winning the elimination chamber at Validation, he would go on to become a 6-time world champion and finally break his long-standing tie with ex-gen brother Paul Devine. But TZ Mass didn't just take that opportunity away from him, man, he shattered it. Michinoku driver. It's been anything but a ceremonious return to Fusion for Hayden, but there's the catchphrase. Will he finally have TZ's number? Into the pin. 1, 2. But just a 2 count. Hayden's got to watch that cut on his forehead. Guys, TZ Mass has never been made to submit in his CMV career. Will tonight be the night if Hayden can lock in the Hollywood hold? No, he reverses, but if Hayden reverses, another stunner. These two going at it non-stop, no breaks. Forearm smashes galore, followed by a lariat after rebounding. Hayden, known first and foremost for his striking aptitude, and we are seeing that on full display right now. He might be small, but that's the first ever undisputed champion. That's a man who main evented back-to-back ascendances. That's the 5-time world champion that TZ is in the ring with. And if you really want to get down to the brass tacks, it was Brian Jacobson who pinned Hayden twice. TZ did inside of the chamber, but can he do it one-on-one? As Hayden, after another catchphrase, going to go over the Hollywood hold. These two finally hits the stunner, does Mass. And he wastes no time. Finds an opening. Mass effect. 1, 2. But Hayden is able to kick out. Hayden tapping his head, saying he is far from done. Might be down, but not out. TZ Mass with a big old headbutt. Clothesline. Clothesline again. And that headbutt cracked Hayden open even more. He's bleeding like a stuck pig. Snap power slam. Can he steal it? 1. Not even a 2 count, guys. Irish whip. TZ Mask hanging on for dear life so that he doesn't drop down to the outside. Man, what a way to kick off this episode of Fusion. Another Mass Effect! 1, 2, 3, and that one came out of nowhere. Just as Hayden was building a head full of steam, the bully shuts him down and again bests the living legend. TZ Mass, even after jumping Hayden on the apron, still had his work cut out for him. But in the end, one slip up by Hayden is all TZ needed. I won't disagree, Mark. Are things finished between these two? I think far from. But, well, we'll have to see if Hayden even gets up after that. Might be wiser to stay down. What a main event we have for you tonight, though, guys. It is finally happening. The third time is the charm. Joey Diaz and Shay Hoxton for the Anarchy title twice. Hoxton has managed to duck the hot commodity, but not tonight, as they will be trapped inside of a steel cage with the championship up for grabs. We still have a lot to get to before that, and definitely the most interesting match of the night, I'd say, as the leader of the Control, Mr. CMV, Percy Simmons, and Shanaz Andoni are going to be pitted against Christian Gavin, Shamrock, and Angelo Babos in this 2v3 handicap match, guys. And, well, if you missed the top of the show, you certainly missed a lot. It was General Manager Yuri Sokolov finally returning after weeks out of action, thanks to Percy Simmons and the Control. Remember, they attacked him last month in order to, well, really bully him into making them Team Fusion at Validation. Yuri would come out and say, I'm back, and just like all of you, I'm disappointed in what happened at Validation. That's when Percy would come out, still ironclad contract in hand, and would say, you're disappointed, I'm disappointed. Where were you to lead us? I did all I could to get that win for Fusion while you were absent. And then in the biggest, I did not expect this guy, COO of CMV, Triple H, who has not been seen in over 2 years, came out, finally looking to put the bickering between these two to an end. It was seeming like he was about to fire Yuri Sokolov until Sokolov made a bold challenge against Percy Simmons, saying, you get a team, I'll get a team, I'll put my job on the line, you put your ironclad contract on the line, and may the best man win. Triple H gave Percy Simmons the ability to agree, which he did, but Percy Simmons, guys, is not a well-liked man. The only reason that Shea Hoxton teamed with the Control Fusion really was a favor for favor. The Control took out Joey Diaz, so Shea Hoxton helped out Percy and the boys. Percy Simmons does not have any friends. He's got Jamal, he's got Cameron, but who's going to be his fourth for this Sunday at Sacrifice? Triple H says if he can't find anybody, then it'll be his partner for here tonight in this handicap match, Shanaz Zandoni. I feel like people need to start putting some respect on Shanaz Zandoni's name. He's a great partner. Percy Simmons doesn't think so. But Yuri Sokolov definitely has quite a him. The three men that Percy and Shanaz are up against tonight, plus Jason Spade, guys, and that unique opportunity he received for beating Chris Proudfoot, ending the best of 7 series at Validation in that Iron Man match, is that he will lead Team Sokolov, guys, and if he wins, he will receive a world title match next month at Dark Carnival. So Percy Simmons scrambling to find a fourth with only 6 days until Sacrifice. Will he have to be shackled up with the real number one Bubba? The longest reigning CMV light heavyweight champion of all time, with what many are calling a screw job at Validation. The 8-man elimination tag team match was supposed to be just elimination, but it ended after Percy Simmons pinned Chris Adams. Still no clear reasoning as to why that is, but I'm pretty sure we can all guess. Shea Hoxton is known, after all, for paying off referees. And here's a man that I would personally love to team with if I ever stepped into the ring. I might get Shanaz Zandoni to train me for my Ascendance match. This is a 2-time World Tag Team Champion, one half of the longest reigning World Tag Team Champions of all time, and a former Fusion Tag Team Champion. Not to mention on his own, he's a 2-time Light Heavyweight Champion and 2-time Anarchy Champion. The real number one Bubba, baby. Taking a break from his escapades with Leo Cruz to, well, against his will, help out Percy Simmons. See, Triple H is a good guy. He could have very well made this 1v3, but he gave Percy some backup. Shanaz Zandoni, a tag team specialist, but will he and Simmons be able to gel when we know for a fact that the franchise is no fan of Johnny Gat? Now it's time to meet Team Sokolov, guys. First out is, well, one of the newest additions to the Fusion roster, wealthy Christian Gavin, who, unfortunately for himself, has been on the losing end of back-to-back matches against Willie Sullivan. Gavin definitely impressed in those bouts, though, enough to be awarded a spot on Team Sokolov this Sunday at Sacrifice. Z, I'll have you know, that is the finest custom-made Gucci that a man can buy. That's what he told me anyway. And I think that this was maybe the best pick that could have been handed to Sokolov. Shamrock, who burst onto the scene at the top of last month, almost made it to validation, guys, to be a part of the Openweight Championship match, but was just beat out by Bannon, who is now the inaugural title holder after besting Sam Valentine at the Battle of the Brands. Gonna be bringing the power to Team Sokolov, and I will pay good money to see him and Jamal Sadana butt heads. And last but not least, besides Team Captain Jason Spade to round out Team Sokolov, guys, from Genesis was a part of the supplemental draft. The Outlaw, Angelo Babos, who's still this Friday on Genesis, will be a part of that King of the Ring qualifier against Rob Cross, but if he loses, then that will be his final Genesis match. And this could be the fresh start Babos has desperately needed, because this season has not been kind. Loss after loss has really been catching up to him. He finally got a taste of victory with that tag match last week. Him and Cross beating Jaquan Shea and Mills. I mean, just look at Team Sokolov. The rookie and Christian Gavin, untested but could be a dark horse. The power of Shamrock, just unknowing of what Babos can bring to any given match. And then the veteran instinct of team leader Jason Spade. The Control is going to have a tough time with these guys. So here we go. Percy Simmons stuck with Shanaz Andoni as he starts things off with Christian Gavin. Referee Tyson gonna ring the bell as Gavin goes for a forearm smash right out of the gate, off the hip. Bam! Knee up under the chin, and good night already. Up next, guys, a fatal four-way match will determine who this sacrifice challenges Bannon for the Openweight Championship in his first ever defense. We've also got Perry Heenan returning to Fusion, a part of the supplemental draft. He'll go one-on-one with undisputed champion Andrew Briggs, just days away from Briggs defending his title against PJ Moon in the main event of Sacrifice. And of course, our main event tonight, inside of the steel cage for the Anarchy title, Joey Diaz and Shay Hoxton finally one-on-one as Percy Simmons is beating the snot out of the rookie, wealthy Christian. Not just decorated inside of the CMV ring, but outside as a businessman. He owns an iron mine, and he is the inventor of the chicken leash. You'd think that him and Percy Simmons would get along. They are both men of wealth and taste. Countered by Christian Gavin. Kick to the gut, turned into a German suplex. What up, Hellish? You missed the first two matches. We had TZ Mass attacking Hayden and then defeating him. And we just saw... oh, no, actually, this is the second match of the night, isn't it? So you only missed the opener. Here comes Shamrock now, though. Ooh, Shanaz Andoni takes him out with a short arm shoulder block. Knife edge chop. Lighten up Shanaz's chest. I think Shamrock might have inadvertently just clocked Gavin in the jaw with that elbow. Percy Simmons might not be a fan of Shanaz Andoni, but he sees that he's in trouble. If Shanaz loses, he loses too. Bullflex by this beast of a man. Shamrock extending Shanaz's arm, opening up his hand and just stomping away all of those little bones that are located in your fingers and your palm. Oof. Look at Shanaz go, monkey flip. Shamrock quickly back to his feet. Double bounce cross body by the CMV veteran. Trip up though by Shamrock, stomped to the back of the head. I think Shanaz is trying to get a tag off to Percy Simmons. That ain't nowhere to be found. And now Shamrock with a submission applied, targeting the leg of Andoni. Thought he was going to try and roll him up into a schoolboy. Massive spine buster into a pin. 1, 2. Not enough for the 3, but that does not deter Shamrock, who goes for the spear. That level of impact without any buildup is astronomical. 1. Oh, surely would have been a 3 if not for the breakup by Percy Simmons. Christian Gavin knocking down referee Tyson, his second bump already. Shamrock fending off Mr. CMV so that he can focus once more on Andoni. Gonna give Angelo Babos a taste? Yes, he is. Great teamwork by these three. Shades of what's to come under the leadership of Jason Spade on Sunday. Off the shoulder, Angelo Babos. Face first goes the real number 1 Bubba off the ring apron. Babos pushed back in that collar and elbow tie-up. By the ponytail, and I think Babos might be getting a taste of his own medicine, stopping Shanaz from ramming him. Face first off all that steel and hard wood. Angelo Babos using Christian Gavin's knees as a weapon. Now Andoni gonna do the same. Count of 8. They have until 20 to get back into the ring. Scoop slam, reverse DDT by the Outlaw. I don't think Angelo Babos has any intention, guys, of bringing Shanaz back into the ring. He's in the zone right now, beating the hell out of him. Again and again off of Christian's Gucci boots. Now off the ring post. 15 count. Are we on the verge of a count-out win? 17, Babos in the ring to save himself. Can Shanaz wake up? He's on spaghetti legs. Shanaz, 19. Oh, man. The clutch at 19. And Tony saving he and Percy's skin. Babos knocking himself silly off the top turnbuckle. Really trying to get that tag to Simmons. Babos won't allow it. Nice, there you go. Oh, sweet chin music. And Babos looking like he is in La La Land. He's like, well, huh? And Tony too tired to hook the leg for a pin. Babos is 100% out of it right now, though. And Shanaz! Oh, modified backstabber! See ya, bye! 1, 2, just, how in the hell did Babos kick out of that? Yo, he was done after the super kick. Now Shanaz seeming a bit lost. Assist from Percy Simmons. Babos escaping from Shanaz's clutches with a couple of well-placed elbows to the midsection. He did not want to be put into that corner. Babos desperately needs a tag. Oh, watch out, Shamrock. Kick to the chest. From the ropes. Man, Babos just can't seem to get a lid on Antoni now. The Punjabi playboy. Stomp to the quad. Punch to the back of the head. Another super kick, and Antoni, out of instinct, flops into the cover, making sure to hook the leg. Only a 1 count before Shamrock got the save, but now Shamrock's getting some. Wow, what's this? Shanaz, always knowing how to get funky like a monkey, dropping the bow on Shamrock, who ain't gonna be too pleased, but he's got to return to the apron before being disqualified and losing this match for his team. Kinshasa! 1! Oh, man. Shanaz has it won again. But Christian Gavin keeps the match going. Percy Simmons, back suplex neckbreaker. Shanaz ain't that bad of a partner after all, eh, Simmons? Oh, well, maybe he is. I don't even know what the hell just happened there. I just know that Percy Simmons got the brunt of it. Miscommunication between the partners. Back to the outside. Shanaz, Antoni, and Angelo Babos acting like they've got some personal beef. I think they definitely will after this match. The way they've been going at it. And now Shanaz busted open off an elbow. Again, dropped on the apron. Babos feeling himself right now, but wrong part of town to be doing that. Percy Simmons helping out his momentary ally with a cravat neck breaker. Count of 9. Who's going to get to their feet first? The real number 1, Bubba. Tries for a stop. Back into the ring we go just before the count of 12. Babos, can he get the hot tag? Yes, he can. Christian Gavin returns to the fray. Forearm smash. Forearm smash again rejected. Discus forearm smash. Elbow drop. Oh, and Donnie. Gushing blood like a leaky faucet. Percy Simmons coming in hot. Only to get his neck cracked in two. With that half Nelson suplex. Suplex sit out powerbomb. Elbow to the ribs. Sucking the air up out of the wealthy one. Schoolboy! Christian Gavin has the tights! Gavin has the tights, but Percy Simmons is a dirty heel himself. He knows how to get out of that one. Front face lock. Percy Simmons just needs a second to breathe. Put some distance between him and Christian. Irish whip into the corner. Whatever he was trying for, thwarted. Ooh, inverted old school Schmitty. And now Gavin getting bloody. Oh! Wall Street crash! Hooks the leg. Does Simmons have it? One. No, Shamrock, the unit. Continuing to be a team player. Now he's getting double teamed. Percy Simmons not letting this misstep deter him. Mocking Shamrock right in his face. Think he'll pay for that later. Running into an elbow. Christian Gavin doing his damnedest to stay alive. Running into another elbow. Trying for a high knee strike. He got all that turnbuckle wheel kick on the money. Percy Simmons with his feet on the rope. Only garners a 1 count. Irish whip to the corner. I don't know if Shanaz is going to be any help from here on out, guys. Just look at him. Hard to be able to hang on to the ropes. Simmons unloading with a nasty striking combination. Schoolboy rolled through into a super kick. Gavin's so close to getting a tag to either Shamrock or Babos. But here's where Percy Simmons is most dangerous. When his back is against the wall, he just starts to remind me of a rabid dog targeting every single limb he can get his hands on. Blowing a kiss goodnight to Christian Gavin. Christian Gavin uses that precious time, but it might be for naught. Another Wall Street crash. Can Simmons even make it to the pin? Lateral press. One, but Shamrock again. And here's the 2v3 numbers game coming into play. This is exactly what Triple H wanted. He wanted Percy Simmons to suffer. Now Gavin's face drenched in blood as he looks to pick up a massive W. Suplex pile driver. Wait! Wait! What? Shamrock and Babos into the ring. What are they doing? Wait a minute! Oh my God! No! On the orders of Triple H! You gotta be kidding me! Powerbomb off the top rope! Oh my God! Into the pin! 1, 2! Oh, well over a 3 count, but Shanaz, the veteran, wise enough, taking out the referee to stop the count. Oh my God. How is Percy Simmons standing right now? Going to get him some of Babos, but while his back is turned, Gavin coming up on his 6. the tank that is Percy Simmons. Not many guys are going to get up after a powerbomb off the top rope. Gavin letting Shamrock come back in to finish the job, and that's exactly what he's going to do. Dub Shamrock the finisher. This match is nothing short of a punishment. And Percy Simmons has been thoroughly punished. This match still isn't over. There's another one of those ring-shaking spine busters that Andoni just takes like a champ. Or I should say, Percy Simmons takes like a champ. Andoni did take one himself earlier. And Simmons just ducked out of the ring with ease. Andoni paying back Percy Simmons for earlier. Catching Shamrock off guard. Airplane spin. Another rotation. Now, Shamrock's a big guy, nearing 300 pounds as well. This ain't easy. And Andoni's about to collapse. Shamrock, we're lucky he's not throwing up all over the ring right now. Then again, we're lucky Percy Simmons isn't getting taken off the mat with a shovel after that powerbomb. There's the spear! Coming out of nowhere to cut Simmons down. 1, 2, oh, but Shanaz simultaneously breaking up the pin and knocking down Angelo Babo. Shamrock says, I've had enough of this. Gavin, finish him already. I think Gavin's done just about everything he can. Dirty heel pin. Someone's got to stop Andoni, man. Someone's got to put him down. They got the numbers advantage. They got to put their heads together. Start working as a team. Oh, Percy, wrong move, man. Babos tags himself in as Simmons is distracting himself with Shamrock. Exploder suplex from the apron. This match. But Babos off the distraction with the choke slam down onto the knee. And now going to the corner, surely looking for the kill shot. Does he have enough space to do it, though? Percy not going to give him the time to find out. What the hell is this? Ooh, gut wrench. Suplex off of the pump handle, and here it comes. Angelo Babos lining up a shot. Finger on the trigger. For the kill shot. Come on. Oh, Shanaz is going to save it again. Somebody stop this lunatic. Finally, Andoni taken out. And he would have just broke his neck. Andoni's done. Babos knows it. Death row. But Babos wants to make sure Andoni will no longer be a pest. Andoni won't stay down. The madman. No 5 of these guys will stay down. Imagine what we're going to witness this Sunday with the addition of the rest of the Control, whoever Percy can find as a 4th, and Jason Spade. I think Percy Simmons has endured more agony in this match than any other man ever. 2008! 2008! The clutch! The clutch! The clutch! Whoa! Where was Andoni when you needed him the most? Tag to Shanaz. Yeah, I think Percy is, I think he's done with this one. Babos, modified STF. Modified STF locked in. Will the Outlaw force Andoni to tap after everything these two teams have put each other through? But still Shanaz finds a way to survive. Back in comes Simmons, some actual teamwork. Drop toe hold, elbow drop combination, the old school. Yeah, Percy Simmons got about, what, a minute to rest there? What did Shanaz Andoni ever do to Andoni ever do to Triple H? Shanaz Andoni was a part of the opposition for Triple H and the corporation years and years and years ago. But is our COO really that petty? Percy Simmons, haven't seen him hit this in a while. Pump handle face buster. And Simmons saying, come on, is this all you got? Percy, I think you should probably close your mouth while you're ahead. And that's why Babos with a waist-side slam down onto the knee. Simmons, leap of faith, in comes Andoni, bro kick, sidestepped, didn't get out of the way of that forearm smash. Wow, Babos right back up though, boot to the face, right back up again, and there's the bro kick, on target that time. Shanaz bleeding like a stuck pig, but still fighting like there's no tomorrow in a matchup that he shouldn't even have been in. Interesting submission hold. Pop, locking, and dropping. It doesn't matter what kind of condition Shanaz Andoni is in, there is always time to shake that booty. Wiping the blood through his hair, that's pretty gross, I gotta say. Shanaz going for a stunner. Angelo Babos reverses, front headlock. He's got Andoni trapped. Eat defeat. And is that what's going to be served up? Babos backs into the corner. Percy got one of these not too long ago. The kill shot. Babos smart to pull Shanaz Andoni away from his corner, make it harder for Simmons to break up the pin. Can Simmons do so? Shamrock gonna stop him. Oh, wow, the hell? Yeah, Babos isn't having it. Shamrock stand on top of Percy. Going for the Shining Wizard. Andoni reverses. Andoni! I can't take this. This is too much. Oh my God, to the outside again, and Percy's just laying into Shamrock. High kick, caught, elbow down onto the knee, Irish whip back into the ring. Look, Shamrock's not done with Percy. Babos going dead weight, making it so Andoni can't scoop him up. Tiger suplex, bridge to pin. Will this finally be it? No. Angelo Babos mean-bugging Percy Simmons back into his corner before turning his attention to Shanaz once again. Over the hip. Knee to the schnoz. And for the third time, Angelo Babo stalks his prey from the corner. The kill shot. Blocked! And Tony blocked it! Taking out Babos and Shamrock with one elbow! Another super kick! Now Babos is bleeding! This is a bloodbath! Babos grabs the arm. Shinase Donnie goes down to one knee. Is he defeated? No. A trio of punches to the kidneys. Percy punch to the back of the head. The blood on Babos' face mixing with his paint. I don't even know how he can see. Both men refusing tags. Christian Gavin trying to give Babos a little bit of time. Will it do him any good? Oh! A wild shot thrown out by the Outlaw. Didn't go the way he wanted it to. And now Shanaz's gonna make him pay. Another one of those wicked backstabbers. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, Shamrock. Kicked in the front and kicked in the back. And Percy Simmons delivering the Wall Street crash to Shamrock. Scoop slam by Andoni. Doggy style headbutt. Christian Gavin watching from the apron like, I don't want to be any part of this. Meanwhile, where the flying fook is Shanaz Andoni going? Top rope moonsault. Hooks the leg with nothing left. 1, 2, 3. Andoni, for he and Percy Simmons wins the match. My God. I think at the end of the day, Triple H's plan to punish Percy Simmons came to fruition, but it didn't end how I'm sure he would have liked it to. Yeah, Percy, what do you got to say now? Shanaz Andoni putting the team on his back, and there's a handshake. So will Percy select Shanaz Andoni after all, or is there another name he has in mind? I don't know. Shanaz Andoni will even be available. He might go to the back and just collapse all the blood that he's lost. Up next, Up next, though, guys, Fatal 4-Way action going to decide who this Sunday at Sacrifice will be the first challenger for Bannon and his CMV Open Weight Championship. Gerard Fisher, who came over to Fusion as a part of the supplemental draft. Mike Kirsch, meanwhile, and Sam Valentine from Genesis, because you'll recall the open weight title is cross-branded, meaning both superstars from Fusion and Genesis can compete for it. So 2 Fusion superstars here, 2 Genesis superstars, hoping to become a #1 contender. Mike Kirsch, Jay Jones, gonna be a clash of styles. Who's gonna want it the most? Whew, already an hour in. Third match. I'm sweating like a dog over here. Bannon at Validation. Man, not just beating Sam Valentine, but ripping him in half to become the inaugural open-weight champion. Not a whole lot of time to celebrate before his first defense at Sacrifice. Will it be the battle of the Mack trucks if Gerard Fisher is victorious in this fatal four-way? Originally had his start in CMV here on Fusion. His many battles with former tag team partner Harvey Hastings led to a 2 out of 3 falls Hell in a Cell about a year and a half ago. Resurfaced on Unmatched, then when Unmatched closed, went to Genesis as a part of a team with Aldrich. Now back on Fusion. Wonder how he feels about his once-time best friend turned arch rival Harvey Hastings holding one half of those tag team titles, guys. Speaking of Harvey Hastings and his son Stefan, Bastion this Sunday at Sacrifice. It has been confirmed Bastion will be taking on from Genesis the Rebels. Reese Ortiz and Josh Wolfman of an interpromotional match. There's a lot of bad blood between the two teams that needs to be settled. Champs versus champs this Sunday. And here comes and I don't know what this means, Ullman Joy of pro wrestling. He refers to himself as Mike Kirsch, who only had his debut match last month and he lost via disqualification on Genesis because he low blowed, kicked No Fun Martini right where the sun don't shine. I don't know what that means. He's chocolatey, he's salty, he's got nuts. At least I think so. Gerard Fisher and Mike Kirsch going to be joined by the high-flying sensation Jay Jones, we've not seen in a few weeks, actually, since he was a part of that six-pack challenge to qualify for the Validation Openweight Championship match. And he's got a bone to pick with Bannon, who's pinned him twice in their last outings. Will Jay Jones' acrobatic abilities be able to best these three others, and then possibly the power of Bannon? And last but most certainly not least, the man that Bannon ripped apart at Validation to win the championship, the Dream, Sam Valentine, and who knows what kind of physical condition he's going to be in. And as the CMV veteran and former light heavyweight champion makes his entrance, guys, a tweet here from Shay Hoxton. He says, at Validation, I proved why the Anarchy Championship truly is the #1 title in all of CMV, and will finally get the respect it deserves when the Anarchy Championship main events tonight's show. Everything I've worked for, I won't let the reject rabbit ruin it all. Marketer Shay Hoxton, 33-0. Will Shea Hoxton's make-believe unbeaten streak indeed stay alive under the steel cage opposite Joey Diaz in our main event. Will Sam Valentine get a shot to redeem himself this Sunday at Sacrifice? Find out right now. Fisher, Kirsch, Jones, and the Dream. First fall to a finish, pinner submission in the ring. As referee Tyson rings that bell, we get it on. Kirsch going after his fellow Genesis comrade and Sam Valentine, while Gerard Fisher takes down Jones and immediately looks to put this match to an end. Wrestlers not paid by the hour, as we say. Hurricane Rana drops down the German brute. Kirsch saving himself on the apron, back into the ring, forearm smash, tries for a right hook. Sam Valentine, quicker Irish whip. Gonna take a tumble to the outside. No, again, battles back Sammy. Grabbing a hold of the tights, vertical suplex on the apron, back into the ring as Jay Jones is laying in some sharp knees to Gerard Fisher's temple. And now mocking him, otherwise. Down to the outside, Valentine goes. Simultaneously, Jay Jones dispatches of Gerard Fisher. Ooh. The Omen Joy of pro wrestling, getting his guts rearranged, thrown into that announce table. Ooh, Regal Cutter. Taking a page out of one of the best of all time. Head scissors takedown. Gerard Fisher seems to be scrambling to deal with Jones's athleticism. Most opponents who go up against the high-flying sensation would say the same. Jones wants to tussle with Sam Valentine. I think Valentine wants to save him. No, he's going to go pick up the straps with Fisher. Not ball pin anywhere, though. Irish whip. J.O. Spear from Kirsch. Imagine if Kirsch wins this and gets the title shot. This is only a second match. And in his debut, like I said, he actually cost himself with a low blow. No disqualifications here, but if he does do that this Sunday, kiss the championship goodbye. Kick to the gut. Mike Kirsch treating Jay Jones like an unwanted dog. Sam Valentine back into the ring to break up that pin. I don't think he needed to. Gerard Fisher stomping on the foot of Valentine. That ain't gonna fly. The Dream has Fisher in the corner. That's not a place you want to be. Fisher doing his homer. Ooh, big boot. Down onto the chest. You don't gotta kill the man. Oh. Gerard taking everybody on. Dragon suplex, bridge to pin. Will Jones take it home? No. Mike Kirsch rolls to the outside, and this gives Double J the room to finish off Fisher. Sam Valentine, however, rejoining the fight. Not going to allow that to happen. Everybody's just trying to get their move in. Ah, Sam with some incredible power showcase. Gerard nearing 300 pounds. Big beefy boy. No match for Valentine. Military press up. Look at Kursh going after the leg. Dragon Skittle. Valentine just kicked him in the ass. Literally. Mike Kirsch upset that Sam Valentine is daring to take his spotlight. Sam Valentine tossed to the outside like garbage as Gerard Fisher bullies Kirsch. Jay Jones gonna go continue his fight with the Dream as Kirsch maybe has Gerard in jeopardy. Oh! Frog what? Jay the Frog Splash. Valentine got his knees up, but Jones just immediately kicked up. Cartwheel. Whoa. Headshot, hit the wrong guy. And now Valentine, test drive. Oh, Gerard, the cheekiest of cheeks. Sit out Falcon Arrow. Okay, backflip. Not gonna win you. Impressive, but not gonna win you the match, Jay. Maybe this will. Everybody else is down. Jay Jones has Valentine in his sights. Drive-by kick. Can he get back to the pin? I know he's going to waste some time. Stamina catching up with him. He's got the pin. Ah, but Kirsch with the count of 1. Saving the day. Rewarded with an exploder suplex. Gerard Fisher gonna go full heel mode with an attempted dirty pin, which is legal in this match. Mike Kirsch, wait a minute. Mike Kirsch, what's he doing? The Almond Joy in pro wrestling. Oh, neck breaker. He ain't done though. What's he doing? Oh, okay. You had the last chance where he locked it, you just let it go. Jay Jones, that's not a good idea. Mike Kirsch gonna remind him of that. Now he's the one in trouble. Missile drop kick. See you bye. If I was Jay Jones, I would have tried to take advantage of Sam Valentine. Gerard Fisher swinging knee, bashing in the face of the high-flying sensation. Scoop slam, able to wiggle free, drops down behind, punch to the base of the skull. Valentine's back up, surveying his surroundings. Catches Gerard from behind, shin breaker. Mike Kirsch also back to a vertical base. He's just chilling. He knows that about his time. He's actually playing it smart. Goes to collect Jay Jones. Sam Valentine would love nothing more than the opportunity to make up for what happened at Validation. Him and Bannon have a long, long history. I would hate for Validation to be the end of it. But this has been a fought, fatal four-way spear from Valentine. Jay Jones out of the corner again. Looking for that cartwheel headshot. Low blow by Kirsch. But it's a four-way, remember, no disqualifications. That does it. Oh, except Valentine with a low blow. Okay. Maybe Kirsch and Valentine should form a team, the low blowers. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Sam Valentine trying for the Dream Stratter on Gerard. as Mike Kirsch is again going to go for the last chancery. Gerard Fisher's there to break it up before he even has it fully locked in, though. And Gerard, the nuke! Connecting, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3. Gerard Fisher is going to sacrifice. And it is going to be a battle of the big boys this Sunday. Gerard Fisher and Bannon for the Openweight Championship. Mike Kirsch on 2 opportunities could have had this match won, but could never fully get his last. And here was where things caught up to the Almond Joy of Pro Wrestling. The Nuke turning his lights out. Is this the rebirth of Gerard Fisher? And as we get ready for our tonight, guys, as the debuting Hit Squad will take on the debuting Street Gods. Outlaw Angelo Baba tweets saying, "That didn't go as planned. I might have lost, but I made one hell of a statement. The Outlaw has arrived on the green brand, and even though my luck hasn't been the best recently, I'll be bringing the best of Babos with me to Fusion. None of you are ready for what I have. All of you will fall to the new Angelo Babos." Yeah, certainly Babos and his teammates, not only tonight, but this Sunday at Sacrifice, gave Percy Simmons and Shanazzy and Donnie a run for their money. And Babos still could quite possibly be a part of the King of the Ring tournament this Friday, taking on Rob Cross. If not, that'll be his last stint on the Friday night brand. But nonetheless, with still a lot to get to, including Perry Heenan going one-on-one with Undisputed Champion Andrew Briggs. And in our main event, it's finally happening. Joey Diaz gets his shot against Shea Hoxton for the Anarchy title inside of a steel cage. It was Danny Mack and Marcus Wade who on Twitter, once this match was announced, sent a bold statement to the entire Fusion Tag Team division, saying they will all fall one by one, starting with the former unmatched tag team champions in Curtis Heiston. Anthony Brown traded to Fusion for the supplemental draft. Well, Mack and Wade's words fall short, though. Or can they back him up? You know, once upon a time, there was a hit squad in CMV. The legendary Paul Anderson and his brother. Will version 2 rise to the type of success they have? And this is definitely going to be a test for the Hit Squad and their debut, taking on a long-established tandem. Like I said, former unmatched tag team champions. And this season, they've been tearing it up on Genesis. Gave Reese Ortiz and Joshua a tough challenge for the World Tag Team titles a few weeks ago. Now here they are on Monday nights. Danny Mac going to start things off for he and Marcus Wade. The lights are on bright. Let's see if they'll stand tall. Curtis Heist coming out of the corner, looming over Danny Boy. Ooh, belly to belly, wrapping those massive forearms around Mac. That doesn't want to stick around in that for very long. Failed kick attempt, but Danny Mac overpowering Curtis Heist. I find that hard to believe. Maybe Heist just toying with him here. Power and elbow tie-up, and Mac again able to back Heist, this time into the corner. Clean break. Referee Tyson getting between these two. Planting those boots into the midsection. Feeling out process. Oh, yeah, I think that's over. Getting squashed in the corner with a wicked clothesline. Mac's not happy about that. He's got to keep his emotions in check. There's that belly to belly. Pulled off nicely that time. Sweep of the leg. Irish whip, Danny Mac. Maybe looking for an early tag. Yeah, here comes Marcus Wade. Let's see what the Hit Squad can do. Springboard dropkick to the back of the head and then into a flatliner. I like it, I like it. Swinging knee strike doesn't give Marcus Wade too much time to celebrate his agility. Kick to the chest, rolls out of the way. Enzu lariat. Man, Curtis Heist with those clotheslines of his. You get hit with one of those, you'll be lucky your head doesn't go flying off. Here comes Anthony Brown now, and his own right, a former television champion. Just coming off that openweight championship number contenders match, actually. Anthony Brown nearly also made it to validation. Triple threat back at Exodus. Caught the feet. Kick directly to the face. Brown back in hastily. Punch to the nose. Over the shoulders. Swing out face breaker. Arm drag, down goes Brown. Pops back up to his seat, only to be met with a kick to the midsection. Sunset flip power bomb. Anthony Brown grasping at the back of his head as Wade takes the opportunity to tag in Danny. Punch to the jaw. Irish whip though. Full steam ahead. Face first off the top turnbuckle. And a Northern Lights suplex. Back and forth, man. Reversal after reversal. And now here we go to the outside. Danny Mac, maybe sinister intentions in mind. Knife edge chop. Throws a kick. Knife edge chop or knife edge chop. Stop to the quad. And the exposed quad. Brown having no protection there, as you can see. Elbow to the face, Anthony Brown going old school Taker style with that leg drop on the apron. Grabs him by the shins, dragging him off into the center of the ring. Oh, some squats. Yo, working those glutes. Anthony Brown? The hell is this now? Spider pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Brown always wanted to work up creative ways, trying to put his opponents down. Oh, watch out, Curtis Heist. Watch out, Daily Matt. Have a nice trip. See you next fall. Striking that pose. Anthony Brown in great shape. Maybe the best of his entire career. Oh, the head. Oh, the dabbing on the haters. And I think that the Hit Squad are most definitely haters, as evident by their tweets earlier this week. It's always good to be confident in yourself, but it's when you start getting cocky that it's going to be more a detriment than anything else. Count of 6, and these two, trading hands next to the announce table. Now slamming Anthony Brown back first on the apron. And I think I heard the spine of Brown curdle. At a count of 3 as Danny Mac with an elbow to the mouth. Looked like there. Multiple spinning back fists. And now a half and half suplex. Curtis Heist going to finally step down and help out his cousin. I don't think Brown needs any help though. Irish whip back into the squared circle. Again with the leg drop on the apron. Curtis Heist amping up these fans as Anthony Brown looks to deliver the death blow. Vintage, no! Tried for a standing cutter, which has put down many opponents later in his path, but Danny Mac was ready for it. Look at him. Proud of himself for that one. Pat yourself on the back after you win, which maybe he's looking to do right here. Anthony Brown knows it. But the assist from Marcus Wade, and that is stellar teamwork. Anthony Brown still refusing to go down without a fight. Oh, blessed for those pennies. So, finally gets the tag. Hit Squad. Ooh, butterfly DDT. Kicking up into a wheelbarrow suplex. Yes. Anthony Brown, instead of instinct alone, a hot tag, and here comes Curtis Heist. Met with a spinning soul kick, then a super kick attempt. Face smashed off the canvas. What a counter by Marcus Wade. Curtis Heist tried for another one of his clotheslines. All he got was his face crashing down into the mat. Sunset flip powerbomb. Anthony Brown is still down, and I think Marcus Wade has eyes to finish this one off. Beckoning Heist to rise up to his feet, unaware of what's coming his way. Oh, no, changed his mind. Curtis Heist says, it's done. Marcus Wade says, yeah, you're right. Crucifix slam, but an elbow stamp. Curtis Heist went to that Randy Morton school of selling. Drop kick in the corner, double boots digging into the chest. Now a rope-assisted drop kick. And the sternum of Curtis Heist with a bullseye on it. The big man, back suplex maybe. Marcus Wade's athleticism again coming to his aid. That crucifix slam a second time. Into the pin, only on a 1 count to the top rope he goes. Marcus Wade gonna fly. Shooting star press. Into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and the hit squad's got it. Danny Mack and Marcus Wade picking up the W in their debut after a hard fight against the Street Gods. And at least for tonight, the Hit Squad backs up what they said they would do on Twitter. One by one, all the teams on Fusion will fall. Are we looking at the future of the Fusion Tag Team Division? It is tertiary main event time, my friends, here on Fusion number 155. And Walter Bollé, the Machine. Big news. We knew that both rosters, Fusion and Genesis, were getting one NGW call-up for the supplemental draft. And the Machine, Walter Bollé, chosen as Fusion. So impressive in the cross-brand elimination chamber at Validation, and then even before that in the Fast Track Battle Royal that he has been given a full-blown contract. Still a part of NGW, though, where he's going to be teaming with Gary Reed as the Armbar Society. Until Reed makes his way up here, Bollé is on his own. And what a debut indeed, as he'll be going one-on-one with the returning United States Champion, Chris Sullivan. Haven't seen him in over a month. He's been suspended for ditching a title defense way back when, ages ago, he was supposed to defend in a triple threat, you'll remember, against TZ Mass and Percy Simmons, but he said, nah, not about that life, ducked out, prompting Gentlemen Nigeria Club to say, I'm not about that life, you can go ahead and sit out Validation, which was one of the biggest show in CMV history, so that was pretty, that was a pretty big blow for the new Chris Sullivan. But in that time, he didn't stay away from Fusion for long. You'll remember what he did attacking his own brother with the United States title, which has led to this Sunday at Sacrifice, them going one-on-one in a last man standing match for the championship. Though Chris Sullivan insists even still that that was not him who attacked his brother. Remember what he did last week on Fusion? Chris Sullivan ran out here and attacked Willie Sullivan's opponent, Christian Gavin. Obviously sending a message. Walter Bollé, no doubt sore from the Elimination Chamber. But yeah, I mean, for real. Setting that new record in the Battle Royal at Fast Track has done wonders for the Machine. He was gifted the chance to represent NGW inside of the Devil's Domain, and now here he is. Quite possibly could put down the United States Champion in his debut. Chris Sullivan hasn't had a match in over a month. He really needed this tune-up before going at it with his own baby brother in 6 nights at Sacrifice. And, well, Sacrifice is the 1-year anniversary since Chris Sullivan debuted here in CMV. He's a part of the inaugural Trio Champs, 2-time Trio Champion, and beat Ryan Kent to become the United States Champion back at Requiem. And he is ready to do whatever it takes to keep that championship around his waist. If that means keeping his brother down for a 10 count, then so be it. Referee rings the bell, though. Here we go. Walter Bollé can't afford to miss out on such a huge opportunity. If he beats the United States champion one-on-one here, that'll put him directly in line for the next shot. Ralph getting his commentary lines in for the night. Feeling each other out early on, and Chris Sullivan, I do think, would be wise to avoid any sort of wrestling with Walter. If he takes you to the ground, you're probably more than likely to be tapping out. Oh, man, and there you go. Walter Bollé not beating around the bush as he starts to soften up Chris Sullivan for, well, his plethora of different submission holds, the main of which is that Kimura. If Sullivan gets locked in that, it's game over. Hardly anybody has ever been able to escape that once Walter slaps it on. Walter trying to capitalize on the ring rust that Chris Sullivan might have. Boot to the face hardly seemed to even affect Bollé. As down the collar and elbow, the machine just pushes him away. Like a ragdoll, snap German suplex. Yeah, Chris Sullivan's not faring too great right now as Baron Blade, who's really been instrumental, I'd say, in the divide between the two brothers. Oh, look at this cross armbar applied by Walter Bollé. Will Chris Sullivan be forced to submit? Can he find a way out of this one? I'm sure Willie is watching this. If Walter Bollé inflicts any sort of long-term damage on Chris, Willie has to be prepared to target it this Sunday in their last man standing match of sacrifice. Enzu lariat in the corner, down into a pin, only a 1 count for the new Chris Sullivan. Chris Sullivan picking himself on the ropes, only to be tossed to the outside unceremoniously. Baron Blade trying to help out his client. Bollé just pushing him out of the way. Full mount and open palm strikes. I'm glad we can't really see it. The barricade blocking our view. If I wanted to see a man get his face bashed in, I'd look elsewhere. Chris Sullivan has the upper hand after smashing Bollé face first off the apron. Rope through clothesline, though, in the machine. Keeping an eye on Baron Blade there. Baron Blade is a former competitor in his own right, and he is sneaky. We've seen him before come to the aid of Sullivan and Willie, for that matter, in their matches. Chris Sullivan with this Indian deathlock applied. Punch to the face, though, has solely rocked. Forearm smash. Wait a minute. Walter Bollé. Bitter end. Bitter end. Usually a prelude to Kimura lock. And here we go. Chris Sullivan to his feet. Eyes glazed. Oh, but enough wherewithal. Oh, does Bollé have it locked in? He's trying. Oh, Sullivan gets free. And now Sully, final cut from the United States champion. 1, 2. Bollé gets his shoulder up. Modified Northern Light suplex. Bollé trying to shake the cobwebs after getting hit with Sully's #1 finisher. Oh! Interesting pin here by Bollé. Oh, Bollé! What? Bollé just stole it! Walter Bollé has just pinned the United States champion! Whoa! Did you see the look on Sullivan's face? His jaw was dropped. Bollé got the hell out of there. I don't think Bolay even believes he just won this match. Wow. Hopefully we get a replay of that. Surviving the final cut here. Bolay pushed forward, and here's where he caught Sullivan off guard with a unique looking roll up. And then as soon as the 3 count hits, he just rolls out of the ring. Look at this, Sullivan's arguing with the ref, he can't believe it. Bolay is just as surprised, but what a win for the machine. There's one man who might be even happier than Bolay about that outcome, Willie Sullivan. Chris's ring rust definitely shine bright there. Hopefully he knocked it off in time for the United States title match this Sunday. But into our co-main event, guys, and another one of the draftees to Monday Night Fusion from Genesis in the supplemental draft is none other than the Pitbull, Perry Heaton, returning to the show he very first debuted on over a year ago. And in tow, his advocate, Nick Platinum. What a way to come back, though, as he stands across the ring from the undisputed World Heavyweight Champion, Andrew Briggs, who's got his own advocate behind him, Ted Dickens. Still to come, though, in our main event inside of the steel cage, Joey Diaz finally, after attempt, gets Shea Hoxton one-on-one. And for the Anarchy Championship, no outside interference. It is going down. But we actually haven't even seen much of Perry Heaton in recent months on Genesis. In fact, I think I'm trying to recall. I know for sure that he had his ultimate submission match with Kevin Silva. That was, I mean, towards the beginning of the season at Death Wish. And in that time, Perry Heaton has, well, gone through a bit of a change, but maybe better than he was ever before. Perry Heaton, when he first debuted here on Monday Night Fusion over a year ago, and only a month, became the Anarchy Champion. At his first ever Ascendance 5, he would lose it in a triple threat, but always staying in the mainstream as a serious threat. Perry Heaton, the winner of the second annual Deadly Games tournament. At Final Stand, he challenged Harvey Hastings for the world title inside of a Hell in a Cell. That was the last time that Perry Heaton really ever got a chance to shine. As I mentioned, he's been noticeably absent on Genesis these last few months. Nick Platinum pulling some strings to get him this fresh start on Fusion. And a fresh start it could be if Perry Heaton takes a page out of Walter Bolay's book from the last match just a few minutes ago. Knocking off the current world champion? And then you got to take into consideration that Andrew Briggs is not at 100%. He wasn't fully cleared by the medical crew to compete at Validation in the Champions Triple Threat. He still showed up. And it ended up coming back to bite him as George King would eventually win. But still, yet again, here he is trying to prepare the best he can for his first title defense this Sunday at Sacrifice against PJ Moon. No holds barred. Now, Briggs did get a taste of retribution at the top of tonight's show when he just let loose on his former tag team partner. Backstage, it was a clever ploy by he and Ted Dickens, a trap. Now PJ Moon taken away from the arena to a local medical facility. Who knows what sort of state he'll be in this Sunday at Sacrifice. Andrew Briggs, after years and years and years of hard work and never giving up, finally winning the world title, only to be betrayed yet again by a close friend. And PJ Moon knew exactly what he was doing. He's got himself the match that he wanted since the beginning, and he's got the odds to walk out this Sunday as the new world champion. Perry Heenan looks like he put on some weight in his off time. He has beefed up. I mean, more dangerous than before. That doesn't stop Briggs from going at him. 110%. There is a fire under Andrew's ass that was made to burn even more fiercely after what happened with he and Moon earlier tonight. Perry Heenan back into the ring. Ooh, nice snap power slam. Look at the size. I can't get over this. Heenan was actually jacked at the start of this season. He was like toned. Now he's... My goodness. One. Just tossing Andrew Briggs around the ring like a rag doll. Nick Platinum, Ted Dickens, both watching closely from ringside. I mean, Dickens is a smart man. He knows that Andrew Briggs is going into Sacrifice with, I mean, little to no real support behind him in terms of betting odds. I think if you're Shea Hoxton, you're probably putting your money on PJ Moon. And if I was going to bet, as much as I admire Andrew Briggs, I just don't see him being able to walk out of Sacrifice as still the world champion. His ribs are messed up, his shoulders jacked. What he should have done is excused himself from the championship. What he really should have done was just relinquish the world title. Taken a couple of months to get better, come back, and win it again, but someone like Briggs is never going to do that. Too proud. Oh, and a spine buster after Heenan gets free from that submission hold. It's like a modified Tequila Sunrise, and I don't think you want to exchange submissions with Perry Heenan, who's got about 8 different ways to tap you out. Look at Perry Heenan now. Not just bigger than he was before, maybe more vicious as he just circles Briggs like a shark in the water, smelling blood. Here comes Ted Dickens. Ooh, Dickens, I think you're picking the wrong fight there, my friend. Heenan getting in his face, though. Barking at him. The Pitbull not allowing Briggs to capitalize on a distraction side effect. Here comes Dickens again, distracting the referee this time. And now Heenan's getting pissed. I think Dickens might just be making things worse for his client. Oh, mama. Andrew Briggs just deadlifted up off the mat for that running power slam. And Briggs is like 200 and, what, probably 15, 20 pounds? That's no easy feat. Has Perry Heenan now with a modified sharpshooter. Trying to work on the injured lower back. Oof. And the damage might be done. Right back to it with the pendulum backbreaker. Andrew Briggs does not have the word quit in his vocabulary. He will not die. And even with the champion of champions triple threat at Validation, he wasn't the one pinned. George Kingpin, Pal of Faith. Did Ted Dickens just throw in a steel chair? Now it's Nick Platinum distracting Andrew Briggs, and that creates the perfect opening. Perry Heenan looking to strike. Andrew Briggs was ready for him, caught the kick to the gut. Irish whip now into the corner. Wait a minute, Andrew Briggs, is he looking for it? Shining Wizard, no. Perry Heenan did his homework, he saw it coming. Both guys just reversing the other's mega move. Could have been lights out for either man. Ted Dickens just scrambling to do whatever he can to help out Andrew Briggs, who's fighting from underneath. Even against Perry Heenan here, and especially against Moon this Sunday. Ted Dickens, won't be ringside for the title match this Sunday at Sacrifice, as it's no holds barred, and I don't think anybody wants to get between those two. For Dickens' own safety, he's got to stay in the back, so he's showing his support here tonight as much as he can. And Briggs, after the knee to the face, going up to the Highland District. Is he looking to pull it out? I think he is. Corkscrew moonsault connects. Briggs hooks the leg. Platinum not looking happy. 1, 2, oh, but just a 2 count. That is usually a last-ditch effort used by Andrew Briggs in big matches, but in the state that he's in, he's got to do whatever he can. Wait a minute! Hit him with the impaler! Out of nowhere, drilling Briggs down into the canvas, and apparently that's not enough. Clothesline. Clothesline again. Perry Heenan doesn't care about anything Andrew Briggs is going through right now, or any injuries he might have. He only cares about one thing, and that's making his way back up to a world title match. Russian leg sweep though from Briggs. Neither one of these guys staying down for long. Heavy Irish whip in the corner, coming from behind, a low drop kick. Perry Heenan to his feet. You can't keep this guy down. The pit bull hanging onto the ropes. Forearm smash from the apron. Ooh, Andrew Briggs luring him in though, using his quickness. Jumping DDT. Can barely stand, but Briggs does just that. Short arm shoulder block, and you'd be surprised that Perry Heenan doesn't just rip that arm clean off. Right back to the modified sharpshooter. Will Andrew Briggs be forced to submit as Perry Heenan puts pressure on all of those injured parts, the lower back, the ribs, the shoulder. Side headlock, punch directly to the face now from behind. Back suplex from Andrew Briggs. Irish whip to the corner, Andrew Briggs, Shining Wizard! He got it! Shining Wizard into the short arm clothesline, connects. Middle of the ring, 1, 2. You have got to be kidding me. Andrew Briggs has now tried his corkscrew moonsault and the Shining Wizard, neither keeping down Perry Heenan for the 3 count. And if he can't defeat Perry Heenan, how will he be able to defeat PJ Moon? Non-stop is Andrew Briggs, but a gouge to the eyes. Perry Heenan had to bend the rules to try and get the upper hand. Dastardly. Briggs looks down at Ted Dickens. Ted Dickens giving him that morale boost, saying, come on, Briggs, you can do this, just stay on him. And Briggs is trying, he's trying as much as he can. Into the corner again, Andrew Briggs tries for a body splash, but he just got a face full of turnbuckle instead. And Perry Heenan, what's he looking for here? Beast bomb. Shades of Andrew's own sister, Amber. Oh. Near the 3, but not quite. takes out the knee. Yeah, I think Perry Heaton exchanged some of his quickness from earlier this season for power and all this weight he's put on. Oh my gosh, it's ripped ass and it is brutal. Woo. Perry Heaton unable to match Andrew Briggs these past few minutes. And in the corner again, tries for the Shining Wizard, but is that one attempt too many? Kick to the gut takes Perry Heaton off his feet. Briggs marking his territory, says it don't matter what kind of condition I am in. This is my ring. I'm world champion. And he's not going to lie down for any man. That took some strength to suplex Heaton from the apron into the ring. And now look at Perry Heaton taunting Andrew Briggs, saying, come on, little man. This is all you're bringing? You're the world champion? What a joke. Oh, Perry Heaton thought for a second about going to the outside, but then changed his mind. Maybe looking for a count-out win. He'll have to wait a whole another 17 seconds for that. Yeah, I think he's realizing Briggs was going to get up before that. Oh, drop kick, and Perry Heaton! Holy shit, he hit the apron and then he hit the steps. That's about the worst thing that could have happened. Heaton takes his licks though and just keeps chugging on. Reminds me of a runaway train. Briggs branching out his attack, going after the arm now. Perry Heaton over the hip and a jaw-shattering knee strike. 1, 2. Looking over at Ted Dickens like, what do I do? Andrew Briggs is lost, man. He's thrown everything but the kitchen sink at the pit bull. Might have to go get a kitchen sink. One last attempt, and it connects. Shining Wizard clothesline into the pin with nothing left. 1, 2, 3. Andrew Briggs is victorious. And I take it back. If he can do that, then he's got a chance against PJ Moon. He's got more of a chance. I think that drop kick of into the apron and then into the steel steps is what really did it in for Heaton. Perry Heaton is back, and there is no doubt he is just as dangerous, if not more dangerous than ever, but not up to par with Andrew Briggs on this night. Is PJ Moon ready for the fight of his life? Is Andrew Briggs ready for the fight of his life this Sunday at Sacrifice? And speaking of main events, it is time here tonight on Monday Night Fusion 155. Joey Diaz, missed opportunity after missed opportunity, but tonight he finally gets Shay Hoxton one-on-one for the Anarchy Championship. It has been a long, bumpy road for Joey Diaz to get here to this match. The first time these two were supposed to go one-on-one for the Anarchy Championship a couple of months ago, Shay Hoxton feigned a bicep injury. He'll still claim to this day that it was 100% legit, but I don't buy it. And substituted himself with Murphy, the former Fusion referee turned lackey for the Anarchy Champion. And Murphy actually gave Diaz a half-decent fight before being put down. And then the second time was last month. The Control brutally attacked Joey Diaz, took him out backstage so that he could not make it to the Anarchy Championship match that night, and in return, Shay Hoxton would be a part of Team Fusion at Validation, of course. But now there is nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, nobody to interfere, as these two are going to step inside of the steel cage and finish things once and for all. The hot commodity against the gambling man. Who is the better? Joey Diaz wowed the CM Universe as a part of NGW, quickly got called up to Monday Night Fusion, where he made a name for himself. And if you ask me, should have been Anarchy Champion a long time ago. But if Shay Hoxton is anything, he's crafty. And he has managed for quite a while to evade this match right here. And because of the fact that the last time these two went one-on-one, Joey Diaz beat Shay Hoxton. Hoxton has seen himself reign as Anarchy Champion since the infamous Dallas Screwjob back at Requiem. And the screw jobs haven't stopped. Is Joey Diaz ready after all the trials he's had to triumph over to get here? Have the mind games caught up to him? That's what Shay Hoxton is all about. He'd much rather beforehand poison the mind of his opponents, make them weak so that he can easily capitalize on them. But I won't deny either that when Shay Hoxton does step into that ring, when he does actually fight for himself, he is not to be underestimated. And as the steel cage lowers around these two, there is no escape. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission. No Murphy, no control. Shay Hoxton only has himself to rely on tonight. Joey Diaz in the biggest match of his CMV career. The hot commodity, the one and only. Will he be known as the Anarchy Champion after tonight? And Shay Hoxton, a lot of words to describe this man. Wily, crafty, son of a bitch, comes to the top of the list. But the Anarchy Champion is what he is foremost known as. And what he considers to be the Anarchy World Heavyweight Championship. Hoxton's been quick to point out that he was the only champion of Fusion to win at a Validation, even though he was never tagged in during the Fusion versus Genesis 8-man tag team match. Here we go. The cage now lowering. These two arch rivals locked inside. Not even referee Tyson is going to dare to step between these two. Ira Swooper to the corner. After some knife-edge chops are exchanged out of the gate. Power bomb, yeah. Not even a minute in, and Joey Diaz is already throwing out those heavy hitters. German suplex with Shea Hoxton. Just as he was getting propped up into the air, delivering an elbow onto the side of Diaz's dome. Bit of a stalling vertical suplex. Diaz grabbing on his lower back, that hurt. You know, Shea Hoxton, wait a minute! Schoolboy from behind, he's got the tights! Oh, but Diaz ain't playing that game. Trying to pull a Walter Bollet. Not having it, neither here nor there is the hot commodity. Another vertical suplex, though. Kick to the midsection. Don't even know what to call that. Oh, I know what to call that, though. A punch to the face. No disqualifications, obviously, inside of the cage here. Hoxton is already making quick work of that. Ooh, single leg takedown. I'm gonna easily tore a muscle in the thigh or the groin. Will be certainly worse. Fisherman's driver. Joey Diaz getting his mojo. Such hatred between these two. It's just seeping out of Diaz. He bashes Shea face first off the mat. Got to keep those emotions in check, though. He has to watch himself. That's what Shea Hoxton wants. He wants Joey Diaz to be emotional. Because when you get emotional, you're not focusing. All you want to do is barrel down on your opponent, beat the hell out of them. Strategy goes out the window. And Shea Hoxton, for all his faults, he is strategic. He's probably the best strategic mind in all of CMV. And a reality check for Joey Diaz. Welcome to Shea Hoxton's reality, where he hopes to become 33-0 tonight. After a couple of jabs, Joey Diaz reverses into a triangle choke. Hoxton is trapped. Will he tap? Will we have a new Anarchy champion? Shea Hoxton has Diaz up on the shoulders. Reverse DDT takes him down. Where's Diaz going? There's no escape, guys. This is no escape. Off the ropes, tries to hit a double axe handle, but he overshot it. Went clean over Hoxton's head. High knee in the corner. Trying to resituate himself. Hoxton hanging on for dear life, but that ain't gonna help. Alley-oop. Kick to the chest. Dragons. Stomp to the face. Joey Diaz deflects it with his force field, I guess. Jawbreaker off the rebound. Arm drag. Back and forth they go. Tip for tack. Counter after counter. Oh my God, he's kicked out the knee. And a third vertical suplex from Shea Hoxton. The suplex machine tonight, and a cocky pin. Only a 1 count. Stomp to the face, Hoxton again. Lining up his shot, delivering the knee to the temple and the neck breaker right after. Hoxton pleased with his handiwork thus far. Having a clap and a cheeky bow. Diaz gonna make him pay for that. Back into the corner. What's he doing? Hoxton back to his feet. Kick right to the ribs. Modified Northern Lights suplex. Hoxton looking real great tonight, I gotta say. He is taking it. Diaz been in control for the better part. Snake eyes on the top rope. Wait a minute, the death grip. The death grip from Shea Hoxton. He rarely ever actually gets it locked in, but when he does, it more often than not leads to an unfortunate outcome. But Diaz finds a way to survive. Knee to the face, busts open Shea. Here's another one of those just fuck it suplexes. And a punch to the now open wound across the forehead of Joey Diaz. Diaz finally gets his match, but maybe he'll regret it. Hoxton from behind, the 21, the 21. 1, 2, 3, and Shea Hoxton is still the Anarchy champion. He didn't need Murphy. He didn't need the control. All he needed was his own two hands. Shay Hoxton is still the Anarchy champion. Can't wait to hear about this. And here's what did Diaz in. Oh, it was Hoxton that got busted open? How's that? I'm not sure. But the 21 leading to the 3 count and Diaz's demise. Hooray, hooray. Shay Hoxton is still the Anarchy champion. Now I'm wondering if Hoxton will defend this Sunday at Sacrifice. I'll be honest with you, I was fully expecting and hoping for Joey Diaz to win this match. Shay Hoxton, 33-0 in his own mind, but in reality is still the Anarchy champion. Well, guys, thank you, as always, for tuning in and watching along with me. If you like what you saw and you're new to the show, make sure you drop a follow so that you know when I go live next time, which will be on Thursday for NGW. NGW is returning to Thursdays from now on. That's one of the changes I referenced at the end of Validation. More are coming. You'll know as soon as they are solidified at 100%. They'll be tweeted out on Twitter, posted on the website, in the Discord, etc., etc. But yeah, that's the number one. I'll simulate this. Might as well. Moon getting a better Ababa. Simmons beating up Bannon. That's an interesting match. Of course, he had the control with him. And Briggs beating Hayden. Let's send this main event worthy match there for those Dark Show fans. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your Monday night, and I will see you next time. Bye.